Hi, this is Christian Cantrell, and this is the DOS Keyboard Professional S. This keyboard has MX Cherry Blue switches, which are clicky, and that means that when you depress a key, it makes an explicit clicking sound. And that's a click that's actually made by the switch, as opposed to bottoming out the key. So that's the sound of bottoming out the key, and that's the sound of the mechanical switch inside. These keyboards come in various different configurations. This is the Professional S with clicky keys, the MX Cherry Blues, and the keys are printed. Actually, these are laser etched keys. You can also get the same keyboard with completely blank keys, and the idea there is to, I think, help you become, I guess, a more efficient typist. If you just sort of know where all the keys are and they're not marked, then you can't rely on looking down at the keys. You just have to memorize everything. So that's an interesting concept. And then they also sell both the printed or lasered and non-lasered models with MX Cherry brown switches. And those switches are mechanical switches that are tactile, meaning that you can feel when you press the key, but they're not clicky. The MX Cherry browns are not clicky. And I have some reviews of those keys too. So first, let me start off by just doing some typing here so you can get a feel for the keyboard. So it's a nice loud keyboard. Not too loud. It's not the loudest keyboard I've tested, but it is clicky and makes plenty of noise, and it's very satisfying to type on. The MX Cherry Blue switches are excellent. They might be my favorite. I kind of go back and forth between the blues and the browns as to which are my favorite. DOS keyboards, they even sell earplugs on their website, which I don't know if that's kind of a joke, but I think it's sort of funny. They sell them for your significant other or your office mates, so they don't have to listen to you typing. This keyboard has two USB ports over here on the right side, and it's powered USB. This keyboard has two USB plugs, and I believe it's so that you have powered USB. I know that you have powered USB, and I believe that's why there are two. So it's not just a USB hub, as you might be accustomed to with maybe like an Apple keyboard or something. It's actually USB. It's actually a powered USB hub, which is nice. That means you can charge devices in addition to just syncing them. This keyboard is also readily available, which is nice. You can just look up DOS Keyboard. You can just go to their website and you can just purchase it. This particular keyboard is $129, and then they go up to $135 for the brown switches. So, you know, a little expensive, but all of these keyboards are expensive, so you just have to get over that. If you want a mechanical keyboard, you're going to pay a fair bit of money. And that's just because these keyboards are not in super high demand. It's because, you know, most people are using rubber dome keyboards, which are very cheap to manufacture, and they can be sold on a much larger scale. These are keyboards for aficionados, you know, for professionals, you know, geeks who really care about the typing experience and are willing to pay extra. So $129, not cheap, but it's readily accessible, and that's what's important. The other keyboards, some of the other keyboards that I've tested, the Filcos in particular, which I really like, are difficult to get, and this keyboard is very easy to get. So the things I like about this keyboard, the availability of it. I like that you can just go to their website and order it, and it'll just be at your house in a couple of days. That's nice. The MX Cherry Blue switches are excellent. Really like them. I like that it has a powered USB hub. That's nice. The things I don't like so much about this keyboard, you can't get it in a 10 keyless configuration, which is to say you can't get the shorter version without the number pad over here. That kind of bothers me because I don't use the number pad enough to justify having to reach all the way past the keypad for my mouse. So I really prefer 10 keyless keyboards that just stop right here and then allow me to put my mouse right here. Also, they allow you, I think, to align the keyboard better with the monitor. You can have it sort of more centered rather than having the keyboard way over here, just so you can be centered when you're typing and have to reach even further for your mouse. So I do like 10 keyless keyboards better. It's a personal preference though, so if you like number pads, then that's irrelevant to you. I also am not crazy about the glossy finish on it. Again, this is personal preference, but it picks up a lot of smudges. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's already kind of smudged, and it's you know, I just cleaned it yesterday, but I've been typing on it and using it, so it's gotten a little bit smudged. It's going to get scratched, I know that, and it picks up dust. It shows dust very easily. It's kind of personal preference. I mean, some people maybe like the glossy look, but most of my keyboards are a flat color, which I kind of prefer, but you know, that's not that big of a deal. And I have to say that although I really do like this keyboard, it doesn't quite feel as solid as some of the other keyboards that I have. And in particular, the Philcos, which are the other MX Cherry switches that I've been using, are just a tad bit more solid, and I feel like a tad bit more satisfying to type on. Now, if I just had a DOS keyboard and I didn't have any of the Philco keyboards, the Magistouch keyboards, it would never have occurred to me. I mean, this keyboard it's a great keyboard. It's an excellent keyboard. But if you have the Philco and the DOS keyboard next to each other and you use them, I kind of feel like the Philco is a little bit more satisfying to type on. But again, you know, the thing about the Philco, they're very difficult to get. You can't get them in the United States. At least you can't buy them from the United States seller. You have to buy them from Asia. You have to use Google Translate on an Asian site or something and try and figure out what the heck they're saying in order to order one, or you have to go the eBay route or something like that. Whereas the DOS keyboard is very easy to get a hold of. So this is a great keyboard. It's a great choice. If you want a mechanical keyboard that's easy to get, that has a USB hub, that's a Windows configuration, then this is a great choice. You know, again, it's not cheap, but none of these keyboards are cheap. So you know, you're paying for quality. You're paying for something that is a little bit of an exclusive item, and I don't mean that in a snobby way, but I mean that it's not something that's produced for the masses. It's produced for people who want a very unique typing experience. So so this is the DOS keyboard Professional S, the clicky version with the lasered keys, MX Cherry Blue clicky switches, and this is a great choice if you're looking to get a mechanical keyboard. Thanks for watching.